Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the World of Darkness. This is a role-playing session for the Changeling the Dreaming venue, and tonight we have Viscount Valerius, up for count, Baroness Eve, and her newest squire, baby Selkie. Actually, have you have you formally become her squire yet?
Not
No,
yet.
we haven't been able to find time yet.
Oh, okay. So just the baby Selkie that she found in a basket on her doorstep or something. I don't know. Um,
That was a big basket.
and a bigger diaper. Yeah, she's gonna have some questions.
Very
No.
apparently, they found him at the side of a pool somewhere. Obviously,
um, we're going to begin by let's see. This house is actually it's on the seaside, or by the docks. It's kind of an older style house, more it's more New England style. It's not the brownstones and stuff that I usually see in movies that feature New York City. Um, I don't know, Anthony is going to have to tell me more about what you actually find on the dock someday. But anyways, uh, there's usually a bunch of different cars outside of this house, and today is like any other day. There's a bunch of cars, you haven't seen most of them ever before. They're in various states of beat up, and there's people out on the lawn. Um, there is Morales' son, David, who's just like talking to some of his friends, and by the looks of it, he is telling a hell of a story because they're just like completely engrossed in whatever the hell he is saying. And his friends consist of one human who looks Latino, and one person that at least Eve will be able to tell is a Nunahai, Moi Moi Goishi,
Hmm.
which to everybody else that is unfamiliar with what the Moi Moi Goishi or the rockfishers look like, is they're slightly smaller people. They've got very long black hair that goes down past their knees. They're usually portrayed as having some kind of very large, elaborate, and it covers quite a lot, loincloth with all kinds of different things hanging down from it. Like that's also where their medicine bag is, and they might have like a staff or a net or something. Um, but he also has his banal aspect where he looks like a human. So, anyways, David is so engrossed in telling this story, which as you get closer, you're going to realize is definitely about a girl, that he doesn't notice at first that you guys are coming up. We'll begin our scene here.
Yeah, we're all walking up and see him, and I'm just gonna see how close I can get before he notices. See if what I can catch of this story besides the girl.
Um, it's like she was completely unaware that her tits were there, man. Like the entire time. Just like she would swing or turn or whatever, and they were just like practically in my face, dude. Just like everywhere.
Yeah, at that point, he will just be like, "That's actually that's a great story. Can you tell us the rest?"
Oh, hey Eve.
Hi, David.
And it just when you started to speak up behind him, almost as if by like reflex, because he's not native to New York City, he tried to hide the blunt, but then he sees that it's you, and he kind of like sheepishly brings it back out, um, and he kind of scratches his head, and he goes, um, Valerius, and he points to that guy, and he goes, I'm sorry, dude. I'm like terrible with names. Where are you coming from?
talking to me, I'm assuming.
Yeah. You coming from California, Pacifica?
No, no, North Carolina.
The fuck, we got people coming up from Willows. Cool, man. Yeah. That's rad. Come on. Um, you want to see my mom?
Um, Eve will just look at the two of them, just be like, David, Tanner. Tanner, David. David's.
Oh yeah. My name's David. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's completely like he's usually a little bit out of it, but he's extra out of it because his story was interrupted.
Oh, just by the way, the vehicle that Tanner would have came up in is a semi beat up 60s era minivan, microvan, Volkswagen microvan.
Okay. Have you ever seen The Never-Ending Story?
Not in about more years than I want to admit.
Oh my God, you're Canadian, and you said about. You made my day.
What's that all about?
I'm so happy right now. Okay, in The Never-Ending Story, do you remember the rock giants?
No.
Come on, dude. Okay. There are these really
Been
large-looking people that are coming towards your
possibly
car, and they're completely made out of rocks.
okay,
You
but
know,
it
rock giants.
literally
And they're coming towards
been
your car to go and check it out.
okay. Yeah, it's literally been like at least 20 years since I saw that movie.
Oh my God, educate yourself because I'm going to be making Falcor references throughout the time that you ST with me.
Rock Giants.
Or play with me.
I get the gist of Rock Giants, though. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, you see them off in the distance. And obviously Valerius and Eve, you see that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you guys should have seen the rock giants before.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So David
So is there?
is.
Yeah. I just feel like, is there anything going on around here? Or is it just normal crazy?
No, it's been pretty slow actually. Mermaids have died down, man. That's pretty wild for a while. No, we're thinking about having a party tonight. There's supposed to be some stuff going on with the Nuna High.
Cool.
Oh, wait a minute. No, you're cool, man. And he points to Valerius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be like a thing with the Nuna High that we're doing, like not their potlatch thing, their other thing. The people with the faces, and I don't know, man.
Oh, the False Face Society?
Them guys, yeah, where you can't see their eyes.
Yeah. I remember them very clearly. And she kind of looks a little bit sad, actually. Last time she saw them was the funeral. Anyway, yeah,
Just so people realize, Tanner is never more than 4 steps away from Eve.
yeah, we're gonna have that conversation later, by the way. Because that isn't gonna work.
She's pregnant. She might need to sit down at like any moment.
Yeah, but if she tells him to, like, give her a space, he will, but yeah. Remember, he's pretty young.
If you are ever too close, she's gonna be like, can we just a little more space? I have a husband here. I have a husband right here.
He does try to respect that, but he did take at least 2 steps closer to you when he saw the rock giants.
Okay,
The ones
well,
that
if
are
it
looking at
happens,
his car.
yeah, she'll just be like, look, they're not gonna do anything. The Noon High hang out here a lot.
Okay.
They might do something to your car, but not to me.
He'd back off. Remember, he's young. He's still relatively new to this.
And you've never seen them before, so that's cool. But that's why she's just like, they're okay. I mean, at least they should be. All right. Anyway.
Okay, cool. So after this, you go inside, and what you're gonna see is the normal chaos that Eve has certainly become used to, and Valerius has seen several times now. There's a couple random people there that you haven't seen before, just always new people. You get the impression, Tanner, that this is a place that, it's obviously a residential house. It's a 2-story tiny little house, but this is also kind of a transient in-between space for like a lot of people. I would explain all the cars out there. And you see that there's some kids that are running around, although I'd like to point out, Eve, you don't see any Adheen.
Nope.
This time around. There's some Nunahai children, and there's some human children that look to be running around this time. There's kind of toys everywhere. There's TV on in the background. And there's a Selkie girl and a human that are looking after them. Kinda.
Cool.
They're also texting quite a bit. And yeah, he's going to show you back out past the kitchen to the back porch, where you're going to find Morala. And she looks pretty much like Julian Moore. Okay, we have her human side right here, and her Selkie side. This is kind of what her skin looks like. If you would be able to notice it under the clothing, and you shouldn't be able to right now. Let's see, she's got very large eyes in her Fae appearance. A lot of the same qualities as both you and Eve share. Anyways, she seems to be looking over a calendar, and she's talking to a woman that's very very pale, has very dark hair and an Irish accent, and who also has two other people with her. The three of them are clearly Selkies. And they stop talking when they see you guys coming through. And the three that Eve or Valerius have not seen before, they stand up instantly, like, oh, there's a she here.
Oh, it's okay. He's just with me.
And Morales says, it's okay. It's the contact with the Kingdom of Apples. And at that, they relax a little bit and they introduce themselves to you. The first one is Margaret, and then there's James and Thomas are with her. They introduce themselves as being from Hiberia.
Ooh.
I said that wrong. They're from Hibernia, and if you guys don't know what that means, and you have
Isn't it Ireland or something? Scotland?
okay, yeah, no, it's Ireland.
Okay.
I was gonna say, and if you don't have high enough gray mare or whatever, you can do an intelligence roll or something. But no, it is Ireland. Okay.
What level Greymare?
I would say 2.
I have 2.
Okay. Yeah. You're learning quite a bit. You are quite the sponge, and some of the stuff apparently, when you put on that sealskin, and you effectively chrysalis, some of it kind of came back to you from. No, wait a minute. That's not how it works with Selkies, is it? Okay. You know what? You've been hanging around Taranar, and you've heard some stuff. So that's how we're going to explain that for now. Alrighty. I forget it's different with you guys. Fucking weirdies.
Thanks.
You are. You're gonna be the odd ones out, unfortunately.
Always have been.
Okay, so the
No. Everybody else is weird. We're normal.
So Morala is actually the three she are especially interested in Valerius, but they're being polite. They're sane people, so they're not going to make a huge deal. But they'll actually make some polite conversation with Valerius. You know, they're going to want to know. So you're the she that we heard was involved with one of the Selkies. Is that right? We heard about that in the letters.
Yes, that's my wife.
As Eve looks down at her belly during this conversation.
We've been very intimate on several occasions.
And the two guys are kind of like, but no, the woman it goes shoo over her head, and she's just staring at the belly, and she goes, "This is the one that has the Slikon on Ron, correct?" And
What?
Annie kind of pauses for a second, and it's like ping in her head. She goes, "Yes, this is the one that we believe is going to be born with the skin." And
Oh, is that what you're talking about? I was like, what is... Okay.
Yeah, Margaret looks really surprised. This is incredibly rare. Slioka Nonron, I know in the Kingdom of Roses, I think I heard that somebody was born with their skin. The parents, of course, took it away from the child as soon as it was born and gave it to him when he was much older and ready for it. But I haven't. It's only just been stories and like third-hand accounts of. This was determined through what?
Um,
Favorable omens or special auguries or she ceremonies?
there was a seer, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. We've heard of the court seers.
I'm also having a she. I'm having twins.
Could we see the Slioka Nunrun when it's born?
I have no objection.
I actually do.
You do?
Kind
And all
of.
three of them turn to Valerius.
No, explain. I'll listen.
I just kind of don't like the way you're arguing my wife that way. It kind of, it's really skeevy.
Oh, he says skeevy?
Yeah.
I don't think they mean anything like that, Val.
I am sorry if I've offended you. Of course, you're a parent. I think we were just a little caught up, and certainly didn't mean to be creepy.
Hmm.
It is very interesting. Please send us a card or something. That would be nice.
I'll see what I can do.
Don't I get a vote here too? Let's just say that we will discuss this later.
Well, Annie definitely tries to lighten the mood. You know what? My son made some Rice Krispie treats today. Would anybody like some?
Sure.
David! David! Hey, get the hell! Yeah. Oh my God! Really? Hold on. Let me see if there's anything left. And she gets up.
What did they get baked with?
It's a little bit different than the Kingdom of Apples court. Okay.
Mhm.
At that, Thomas, one of the other gentlemen from Ireland, points, or sorry, he motions a little bit towards Tanner, and he goes, I'm sorry, I didn't catch. Where are you coming from? Northern Ice?
North Carolina.
Oh, okay. And he kind of gives you the same look that David gave you, like, really, Kingdom of Willows, huh? Okay. That's interesting. Are you related to the Lady Eve, or
I
he's just trying to make
so.
conversation. He's being like terribly awkward.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
He does seem to have this habit of trying to apparently jump in the way of anything that comes near me bigger than a fly.
Well, there was that bee.
I'm not really sure why.
At that, Annie comes back and she goes, "Okay, I've still got some left." Anyways, oh, by the way, out of character, real quick, has Eve actually told Annie that Tanner is a baby changeling or a baby Selkie?
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense that she might have told her when she said she was coming. She was going to bring Tanner as well. You know, say that he's new at the very
Okay,
least.
okay, and she's already explained that. Cool. So Annie sits down and she goes, "Great. So, Sorry, my head is so consumed with all this Ireland stuff that's going on right now. Gotta say, congratulations, welcome to the Nut House. Tanner? Yeah,
Yes.
Tanner. My name is Annie. My skin's name is Marala, and I'm queen of the court here. And for pretty much all of North America, we're kind of a diverse bunch, but gathered as many seals here. We've got quite a large harem going on the East Coast, and trying to make the best of it here.
When he hears Queen, he bows rather deeply.
And she kind of looks at the people that are visiting from Ireland, and she's like, why, thank you. Rice Krispie treat.
Eve grabs one because, well, she's pregnant and she can do that.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, no, wait a minute, not you.
Why not me?
Probably won't. No, but don't.
Wait. Did you guys seriously put some of that in the Rice Krispie treats?
It barely counts, but, still, just in case.
Okay, no, fine, I won't. Who the hell does that to Rice Krispie treats?
You're kidding me, right?
No. I mean, brownies is traditional.
Okay,
one of the Rice Krispie treats.
I was gonna say Thomas takes one of them too.
I obviously, no, I won't do it then if that's the case. I honestly never would have expected somebody to put weed in the Rice Krispie treats.
Margaret says, how about some lemonade? And he goes, yeah, I think we got some of that. We got iced tea, I know that. Lipton okay? And all the people that come from Ireland are like, oh, Lipton. But anyways, they managed to get the THC Rice Krispie treats and the lemonade on the table, so everybody has something to enjoy. Tanner, I'm just going to give this to you as a freebie. David was high as balls earlier. He usually is.
Sarah?
Mm.
There's something written in the side for you.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah. I was going to point it out, but I thought I'd wait until you broke for a second.
Okay.
It's up to you, honestly, on that one.
At this point, though, one of the other, a Selkie couple you see, comes over, and they speak a little bit to the people that come from Ireland, and they agree that actually they're going to go and meet some more of the Muimwe Goeshi. And so they get up, they say that it was fascinating to meet you, Lady Eve. They give a very polite goodbye to Valerius, and they say that also it was nice to meet you, Tanner.
Pleasure.
Yeah, not as formal as court, but maybe not as relaxed as Annie is. And they get up and join the other Selkies. So now it's just Annie, Valerius, Eve, and Tanner. And Annie goes, oh my God, I agreed to help Ireland once, and I'm never going to get rid of any of that. And she takes out a blunt and lights it.
And now I feel comfortable. This is the norm.
Oh my God. Okay, so I got your text. You're brand new, aren't you?
I'm out of character. I'm a little confused about something. You guys keep referring to him as a baby Selkie, but he's a wilder.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's just
the slang.
Okay.
Baby Selkie just means that doesn't mean you're a childling. It just means
no, like literally you just chrysalis kind of thing. It's just
Sorry,
just slang. Don't worry.
Went over Ian's head.
No, we would be dealing with other problems if.
You were a childling, yeah.
This venue is not suited to that. Okay, so
yes,
anyways, does Tanner have a Rice Krispie treat?
Yes.
Annie will pick up another Rice Krispie treat and kind of clink it against yours like a cheers before she takes a bite.
Responds.
Blunt, on the other hand. Okay, so congratulations, by the way. I am so happy, actually, that you were found by another Selkie, and so quickly, too.
Thank you.
No, really.
Yeah.
Usually it does not happen this smoothly. Um,
I can tell you, I was here on my own for like, I don't know, a year and a half before I met anybody.
I mean, my own story is a little bit different. I knew someday I would take my mother's skin, um, but I was a human for most of it, and I wasn't quite prepared for everything that being a Selkie would entail. But I think it's great that you found Eve. I can't imagine what it's going to be like growing up in the Changeling court, but it's a brave new world. Apparently, more and more Selkies are doing it, so we'll see how that
Really?
goes.
Well, that makes two of us that I know of.
It's happening in Northern Ice, actually.
Really?
The Scathach have 2 major duchies over there, and some Selkies have started to move in.
Very cool.
Originally, we were going to receive some of them from Northern Ice, but now they're dealing with their
They're
own
okay?
problems up there. I think they'll be okay. We are stronger up in the north. We've always done better, I suppose, along the coastline. I guess it's not a big surprise.
A little bit.
There's a lot of coastline up there, so we'll
So
see how it goes from there.
how are they doing up there now that the Merfolk War thing is over?
Well, that was actually only the small part. It locked out the on the northeastern side. It locked out pretty much the south for that kingdom. So now that that's over, it pretty much means that our kind definitely cannot go down there because the Marucha won.
Ugh,
So we have
that's
absolutely
very
no
fun.
access to the Sea Dreaming there at all, whereas before we had one route that was left to us. So that actually does suck quite a bit. It means the travel is a lot more difficult, and hopefully the Silver Path is going to open up more trade and communication, but we're still exploring that up there, so we'll see if anything comes from that. We're also hoping that it makes travel to Ireland a whole hell of a lot easier because, of course, there's a lot of Selkies over there, but they're dealing with so many problems right now. They've got it so much worse. The way they talk, I don't know if they're exaggerating because I've only been up there a handful of times, but it sounds like they actually have it worse than what we had last year with eating.
Oh
And
God.
I'm still dealing with that. They ask me, how did you defeat the Adhene? And I'm like, well, it didn't quite
They
go down like that.
they didn't get defeated per se.
No, she tried to kill hundreds of them, and then
And
somehow
actually did kill hundreds of them, yeah.
and took one of us.
And took one of us.
Actually, do you have any news about that man?
He is to go on trial soon, as far as I know.
I've been hearing that for some months now.
So have I, and I'm getting very impatient. I might just see if what I can find out about that for Morwen. I believe I'm going to see her at some point here soon.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to want to be there for that.
Yeah, definitely. Me too.
I'm
Speaking
sorry,
of that,
this is probably a lot for you, and she points to Tanner. Basically, this man engineered a disease that killed one of our own when there's so few of us. Killed one of our own last year.
she was my house guest, and her sister lives with me now.
There seems to be a crack in his seemingly calm visage, but he doesn't say anything and just kind of regains his composure, which only seemed broken for a moment.
No, it was a big. It is a big deal. I think about her almost every day. But Deandra herself is doing quite a lot better, so that's really a good thing. But did you hear about the results of the Regency?
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain that to me. What does this actually mean? I heard that it was decided, but I don't know who got it or what that actually means. Give me some
Well,
political analysis here.
I'm doing my best.
Okay.
Okay. There were basically 3 people up for the Regency of the Kingdom
No,
of
I know your
Apple.
husband was.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, he was. Through all of the political things that happened, we ended up with Morwen as the regent,
Okay.
which is a step up from Lenore, in my opinion.
Wait, I have heard of Lenore.
We have reason to believe that she started that war.
I knew she fought in the war. I didn't know she might have started it. Well, is that...
Whereas Morwen did not fight in the war. She's a rather questionable person in many ways, but the difference is that we get along, and I think if it came down to it, I can get her ear and she'll listen.
Okay. What does that mean for the Selkies as a whole?
For us,
Yeah.
I've never actually discussed our place with her. Mostly, honestly, we were focusing more on the place of Lake Diadheen.
Okay,
And
because we negotiated territory with you, and she points to Valerius. Does this mean that we will need to renegotiate anything?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't think so, but if that's the case, I will mention that to her when I see her.
Why do you think absolutely?
Because I actually have no say in what happens now. Roland does.
Christ. Okay.
Well, you're technically still the representative here. They haven't replaced you.
I still can't say anything. Moran's the one to go to. And you're already speaking to her, so technically there's no real point in me.
It took me a long time to feel comfortable speaking around you. I don't feel like I'm revealing any great truths there, Valerius. I don't want to have to go and speak to a new she. I like this arrangement. I want to keep you here, and I want to leave you go to the courts so I don't have to. I want you to keep on doing that.
Oh, I was just there yesterday.
That's
when the Go ahead.
As you wish. That's all he says. Still want the lands that we negotiated from before?
Yes. Yes, pretty much. I don't... We theoretically lost some territory from this whole Merfolk-Marucha dispute, whatever the hell that's about. But we haven't felt its impact. The people in the Northern Ice Kingdom, of course, have felt it, but we'll see. Perhaps if we take in some of them, if things don't work out with what they're trying in the duchies up there under Scathat's control, perhaps we'll need more territory, but for now we've got more than enough.
Alright.
It isn't ideal, but no regent was going to be ideal. All we can do is work with what we've got.
I think your husband would have been ideal.
Well, fair enough. But it's just, politics.
You would have given me anything I wanted, right? It would have been perfect.
That's right, you would have, right, Val?
Smells politely.
I want 5 undersea kingdoms, with 30 trods that go to, I don't know, 30 locations in Northern Ice, California, and Ireland, because that seems like all the places I ever go now. Oh, in the grocery store. And and I want a telephone that lets me continue to talk to the Nunahai when they disappear from the Dreaming in the Grey World. That would be amazing.
A lot of
So,
those words I actually have no idea how to respond to, so I wasn't able to actually tell you yes.
there we go.
I was gonna say, actually, I know a knocker that might be able to make you a telephone that would do that.
Really, actually.
Yeah, if you ever wanted to go to, well, actually, isn't Esteban? Yeah, Esteban's like in Crudgeny now.
Actually, okay, because that's something that, I don't know,
He might be able to do something for you.
we've been dancing around for like 3 years now with these guys saying, oh, you spend half your time in a place that we can't contact you, and maybe we should figure out a way in case we need to get a hold of you, but we can't figure out anything.
Some kind of walkie-talkies or something, kind of, that are chimerical and work both places. I don't know, but just about anything's possible from what I've seen of what they can do.
They're kind of crappy fairies, to be honest. Oh God, I'm so high. They don't really do like the whole chimerical thing that well.
But they do, choose your side. So I suppose that's something.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I hope we can get. I'm sorry. Is this like completely going over your head, Tanner?
Pretty much.
Okay, so
I will do my best to explain some of this to you later. I promise.
The things in the room there that aren't changelings and aren't selkies are Native American fairies. We've got rock fishers and rock giants, and they stick together.
I think I saw some of this.
Most of us seem to get along with the people that identify as rock fishers a lot more. The rock giants tend to keep to themselves, and they've got quite a big family.
They're not going to do anything to my van, are they?
Oh, they're looking at your car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, keep an eye on it. Yeah, they got quite a big family. Seems to just be humans, though. But we've been told that like they're cool. It's not violating right of ignorance as far as we can tell. They kind of carry this around. They carry the knowledge around. They don't spread it around or anything, and they certainly don't try and hurt the rock fishers or rock giants. So no harm, no foul. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I think they are too, but then again, because I don't know, I've honestly only run into them out here, so yeah.
I kind of wishing if David had to go and date some kind of fairy, he would date one of them instead of that Adheen hussy he keeps on going on about.
He's still with her?
Oh my God, it's like he never comes home anymore. He's only here during the daytime to sleep and shit. He needs to get a fucking job. He's turning into his dad, I swear to God.
I have a nightclub.
Yeah?
Maybe he could work in his nightclub.
Oh my God, yeah, do that. Shit.
Find him a job, Tanner. Find him a job.
That's a great idea.
Gives the queen a club crush.
No, it's cool, man. You're a Selkie, right? Actually, this does have your phone number, so maybe I'll be able to get in contact with him every once in a while. Cool. Hey, pleased to meet you, Tanner.
Bringing jobs to the Selkie community for 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, you're a fuck ton more useful than a lot of the... Never mind. I'm gonna cut myself off. I'm high.
You have no idea how jealous I am of you right now.
Oh, it's 1 more month, sweetie, then you can get as high as... Oh, no, you got
One?
breast milk.
1? Really? No, like 2.5 or 2, like a little more than 2.
Oh, that's right. After like the second and third babies, they start to come sooner. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's probably actually going to be a little bit late because these are your first.
Uh, I thought twins are supposed to be early.
I don't know. I never had
Tanner kind of
twins.
steps away so he's not in arm reach of her. When the late comment comes.
Um, I wanted to ask you something really weird.
Okay.
Well, I have a squire. Yeah, I know, weird me, squire. Yeah,
Uh,
but
you're
but
doing
he.
the she thing now. It seems to be working. I warned you and I warned you and you ignored me and it turned out okay. So, psh.
Well, it's not a changeling though.
Oh, it's like a human?
Werewolf. So I
What?
just kind of
Oh,
wanted to see what your opinion was on the subject here. Not so much because I'm changing my mind, because we know how well that works,
um,
but just more like in terms of if you would be comfortable with him ever being here, because that I would never do that if you're not comfortable with it.
um, huh. I'm gonna be honest. I know they theoretically probably would be around. Or at least they would have existed at one point. But I've
Wait a second, did you say werewolf?
I'm gonna just say that they do in fact exist.
no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That Scathach. Yeah, that Scathach. She complained about one time. That's right. That's where. Okay, so wow. Okay, a werewolf. Are you sure about this?
Yeah, he's cool. He's like he's actually he's in a group called the Fiona, which is kind of connected to they're like family to the Fiona.
Wait, there's like more than one of them?
Well, there's more than one kind of us, so it makes sense, right?
No, no. Um, there, there's like one type of Selkie. Okay, I guess there's like a couple different Nunahai, but okay. Well,
There's a bunch of changelings.
You actually might be seeing less of Travis.
well,
I
who's
don't.
he's the werewolf? Okay.
Yeah. Why?
He's busy.
Well, he's busy.
You
I
know,
mean, we'll deal with whatever. I just wanted to understand. I just wanted to know how she wanted to handle that situation if it becomes a thing.
Can he like control when he turns into a wolf? Is it like just during a full moon? I mean, like there's kids here.
I've never seen him change, so he
Oh,
must be able to control it.
maybe it's just well. Oh, I don't know how I feel. I mean, the Nunahai were kind of funky with me allowing like she and stuff around here, and they got weird with us for a while. Let me talk to them a little bit, okay?
That's fine. I mean, if you don't want it,
Um,
then I'll just keep him not here.
well, I mean,
It's a weird situation. You know what I mean?
this kind of my house is our stronghold. God, God, that's true, isn't it? Oh shit, it's really depressing. Okay, yeah, no, I gotta be careful. I'm going to ask our Native American friends, see what their take is, and I don't know. I could ask the other Selkies. I don't know if they're gonna know that much more. The only reason I really know about it is because that Scathach, Leisha.
It's fine.
Uh,
Oh, Alicia. Yeah, I've, we've been we've been exchanging letters. I miss her. She really seems to know a lot about them.
okay, well, okay. Yeah, let me think about this. I don't
Okay.
know. Isn't that kind of weird making him a squire?
Apparently, it's like normal. At least not totally normal. Like not everybody does it, but it can be done.
Okay.
I'm not the first who's had him as a squire.
Uh,
Okay, so
Look, I'm just
werewolves
mainly
are
worried about
real?
him freaking out.
So
What?
werewolves are real? What?
Yeah, they're real.
Okay.
Oh, that's just the beginning of your education.
Yeah, you're gonna feel a lot like that in the. Actually, you know what? You're here. Is there anything I can answer for you? Because I mean, most people have like a lot of questions when this first happens to them when they're given the skin. Where'd you get your
Really?
skin from, actually?
Yeah, that would bring up the question I asked.
Wait, I'm sorry. Where you got your skin?
Yeah. Is it alright that he would have been born with it?
Yes, but according to canon, Selkies that are born with their skins don't usually do not keep it throughout their childhood. Usually their parents hide it from them and give it to them later when they feel that they are psychically prepared enough to take it on.
Do they usually
Or
get
else they
told
might
that
just like run off into the sea and disappear forever.
do they normally get told that they were born with it?
That's a little bit more about the whole Canaan debate. Sometimes it's hidden as a super secret thing or a slightly shameful thing, and sometimes it's just embraced and like the person really longs for this. They long for their chrysalis or they long to take their skin on. So, however you want to play that.
Okay. I
Okay, you know what? We'll dance around that. We'll not bring it
well,
up for now.
yeah,
You give that a bit of a think.
no, it's alright. I was according to my parents, I was born with it.
Really?
Yeah,
The
kind of new to me too. I only just heard of it myself. So
Okay. Well, that's a Slioka Nanran, and that means born into the way in Gaelic. Um, that I guess that means that at least one of your parents was a Selkie then. Did one of your parents leave you at a young age? Do you know if one of them was a Selkie?
my mom did.
Ah, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, you're gonna find that's common. We try and deal with that, but you tend to want to run away when
Yeah.
shit gets real. Yeah. Um, to her credit, though, you're I guess you're his mentor. She didn't do it.
Oh, the feelings are there, but no, I did not.
No, you stayed, and I remember telling you to run actually, and you stayed.
Yep, because
Sorry, Valerius, I told her to run.
I got stubborn.
Yeah.
Nobody used to chase me out of my life unless I want to go. But
Okay.
anyway,
Yeah. I. Do you have any other questions?
Not right now.
Okay. Well, give it a think. The house is pretty much usually pretty crazy. Lately, I find myself talking with people a lot, but if you tell me you're coming ahead of time, then I can kind of get away. Um,
You're
you know
always
what?
welcome at Club Crush too.
Yeah, I should probably go. Especially once David starts working there. God, that would freak him out. His mom going to the nightclub.
oh my God, my mom parties?
It's been a while. It's been too long.
You
I'm a,
totally
I'm a
should.
grump now.
Uh, if you do come, ask for the third floor.
Oh, okay.
That's for us.
Oh, okay. Just the way you said that, I was like, well, hold on, man. It's only been one Rice Krispie treat.
No,
Um,
it's one of our areas. It's specifically one of our areas.
Okay. No, sounds really cool.
Freehold.
You know what? I think this will be a good experience for David. Get him a responsible job instead of. Eh. Anyway. anyways,
You
what were you
good at
saying, Eve?
that?
No, I just wondered if there was anything in particular that I should know about Queen Quilissa, because I'm assuming you knew about some of that.
Yeah, Qualis is a Lorelei.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I picked
yeah,
up on that because I had a bunch of merfolk staying in my freehold for a little bit. I
oh,
returned
okay.
them to her, yeah, when they were kind of loose and running around the land, you know.
I don't suppose you didn't do anything funny with them, right?
No, and I prevented it happening to a friend of mine.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of try and tell everybody to stay away from that, but stuff happens. Okay, yeah, that's probably for the best. Um,
Well, he
okay,
didn't want it. He said he wasn't into fish. But he didn't say that to them.
interesting. Okay. I've
I,
never
I,
heard it put quite like that before, but
it was a little bit of an awkward moment, and yeah, I'm just glad that he kept his cool while they were there, so that's all that
okay.
mattered.
All right. Yeah, Lorelei's. The only reason I really know that name is because whenever there's a conflict going on, a Lorelei is usually behind it. As far as the merfolk side goes, I don't know too much about the Marucha side of things. I'm assuming that they have their own uh, kiths, houses, however they organize. But yeah, it's House Lorelei. They're very public, very open compared to the rest of the merfolk. They're usually behind the fighting, and I know that House Lorelei came down from the Kingdom of Northern Ice once they lost the war. Came down here, and I guess there's either some Lorelei's that were already ruling down here, or maybe it was another house or something, and they pretty much told them, "Hey, we're claiming this area now," and they pretty much got it without too much of a fight.
Well, they
As
lost a bunch of
far as I know.
people with that dragon, of course, but
Yeah, but they think different than us. Um,
You just say dragon.
yeah, I did.
Okay.
when you're dealing with the merfolk, and yeah, by the way, dragons, they're a thing, but not as bad as you would think because you usually don't see them. Otherwise, it is totally as bad as you think. Um, okay, yeah, I'm trying to think what else about them.
Sorry for interrupting.
Um,
I just,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Anyways, when you're
my
dealing with the merfolk, just remember they're not human. Um, I mean, they look human, but really their brain is just they're complete aliens. It's really hard to relate to them. They've got some kind of weird master servant thing going on. They've got a really strict hierarchy. They speak really stiffly and awkwardly to me, and yeah, just everything about them is very different.
have you met Quilissa?
Yeah, yeah, I have.
Val and I
I
have met her once too.
I met her a long time ago when I first took the skin. I was still in California, but things were heating up, and I had to go over here for a little bit because there was another thing that was going on in the Northern Ice, but that was an actual sea monster, and that was a little bit different. Um, a lot easier to handle than a dragon.
You mean like
Hmm.
Loch Ness monster and
No, I wish. This was like we'll eat an entire ship kind of sea monster.
So Cthulhu.
No, you know those really old maps where they've got like little things that are drawn in the water and they just want to fill up spaces?
Yeah, here there be monsters.
Yeah, those things exist. Because people looked at the map and they're like, "Oh wow, I'm thinking about that thing now." So those are out there. I mean, those sea monsters are out there and stuff.
Oh, I believe you. I mean, people believe in Cthulhu. There's probably a Cthulhu out there too.
Oh God, you need to stop talking now.
Sorry.
That's a terrible thought.
especially somebody that's high.
Um,
Quilissa wasn't as bad as I expected, although she is not the easiest to negotiate with. But
she probably didn't think it was a negotiation.
probably not.
I'm telling you, they're
She randomly gave me a mirror. She
oh
like
great.
threw it
I'm
at me
sure
as
that
she was
means
done using
something.
it.
Really.
I don't know. Do you think? I thought she was just discarding it because she was bored with it or something.
I don't know. Could go either way. Well, be careful with the mirror. Just like you need to be careful with your car now.
Not my car. I don't own a car. As she looks at Tanner.
Um. Anyways, I'm gonna go and start getting dinner ready, which I think means that I'm gonna get some of it ready, and then like a lot of people are gonna show up, and I'm gonna figure out that I need to call for pizza anyways. Um, I am also Tanner. Could you go and stop by and like talk to David about working your nightclub? Just tell him I said it's okay. Actually, tell him that I told him to do it. Okay?
Sure, you don't want me to tell him not to that you said not to do it?
No, I'm his mom. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
He needs a job. Okay.
Yeah, but if you tell him not to do it,
Uh,
back to when you were a kid.
yeah, but this way he'll like actually get like some steady money instead of whatever
No,
stupid ass scheme he's got going on this week.
probably selling weed.
Actually, he's probably not scheming anything. He just keeps on talking about that woman all the time. Like, fucking, whatever. Um,
As long as they're
that,
not taken off to, the deep dreaming and, then he doesn't give away his skin, we're all good. I'm sorry, far dreaming. Far dreaming, my bad.
yeah. Yeah,
I'm sorry. This is one really weird question, and it's not actually not that weird. Did you guys ever figure out if that skin was safe, like to give to someone else?
um, the False Face Society, because we don't have any seers here, took a look at it and they worked their medicine on it and they think that it's safe. Um, we
I,
just, we don't, mm, I feel like whatever I give it to, it's just going to cause problems for that person or for us. Anyways, I've
uh,
got it. I've got it in my room. It's under the, I've got it in my room.
okay. No, it's fine. Um, maybe see what Deandra thinks, since that was her sister's. And if she's okay with the idea, then maybe,
Yeah.
because she's really the
Yeah.
biggest problem, right?
Yeah, tell Deandra that she should come over here and we'll talk a little bit about it. Maybe she's got a sister, or no, I wouldn't want to put that on her sister. Maybe she's got an ex-boyfriend.
So she'll never have to see it again.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
mean, I guess I just see where maybe she should get a vote if this skin is safe to use.
Yeah. I hadn't really given it much thought for the last 2 months, but okay. Yeah, send her over. We'll talk about it there.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna start making dinner. Awesome to see you again, Valerius, Eve, Tanner. Oh my God, awesome that you've shown up. Fix my son,
I'll see what I can do.
please. Uh, Seriously, I'd be happy if he just like stuck to selling weed. Anyways, and she at that point gets up, opens the door for you guys, and she goes into that little area that leads to the kitchen.
I assume we're leaving then.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the nice way of
When you
telling us to get the fuck out.
no, no. Well, I'm playing her as somebody I know, and this person would do that all the time. Anyways, when you go back into the house, you'll see that there are a lot more people here now. definitely a lot more Nuna high. And they're actually not that shocked that Valerius is here. He's been seen a couple times. They've been told that there will be like a she that matches his description. Anyways, they go about, there's a lot of kids and so forth. And you'll notice that they are rolling up the carpet for something. And that there are some people that have some buckets of paint. If you keep on going through the house and don't interact with anybody, then you'll find that David is out there.
That's fine with me.
Okay. You go out there and you see that David is actually out there on the lawn, and he's doing something. There's like this woman that's standing next to a bike, and he's down there and he's like fixing it or something. But when you look at her, you see that she's a woman, but you also see past that old scruffy jean jacket and those clothes that look really old and dirty, and that sleeping bag that is attached to her back and so forth, and this big shopping bag that she has. You look past all of that stuff, and the natty hair, and you see that it's also a woman that's got some reddish skin, very long hair, slit nose, slight fangs, some antlers coming up. And you'll see it's the Adhene woman from before. That's his girlfriend. And he is fixing her bike. She's not saying much. She's just kind of like watching him do it. You know, got a slightly angry look in her eyes. You will notice that, yeah, for all her jewelry and loincloths, she doesn't have anything covering her top.
Right. So now we understand the reference to the tits earlier.
They are just there.
Yes. It's amazing. Only half of the people in the world have them.
But he gets to see them.
I'm just gonna stand there because I walk up with him, but this is Tanner's thing.
Tanner would clear his throat.
And you will hear him, like, right before Tanner clears his throat, David will be saying, "Dude, did you just, like, throw this down some stairs or something? Because I don't think I'll be able to..." Oh! And then he looks up and sees that Tanner's here. "Hey, man."
Hey, yeah, apparently your mom mentioned that you might need a job. I own a nightclub over near, it's the location, I don't know where exactly, but
Is it in Manhattan, Brooklyn, the Bronx?
it would be on the coast, so, like, I don't know.
Eve lives in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
So, yeah, Brooklyn would be fine as long as there's a coast on it.
Cool.
I don't know
Yeah,
yet.
we're currently in Brooklyn. I'm sorry I didn't say that at the beginning, but yes.
Ian's
Okay.
knowledge of where Brooklyn and all that, not that good.
Inwardly inside, Anthony is just like screaming at our lack of regional knowledge.
Probably. I was just gonna say there's a map that I'm guessing Sarah made that shows the safe zones for the Selkies. I'll send it to you if I can dig it back out again.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I will find it. It's where you can go without incurring banality, of course, because that's your pretty hefty frailty.
Yeah, at least once per day you have to be in that area. Anyway.
Anyways, yes, the Adhene will turn her slightly angry glare to you, and David will stand up and be like, "I'm sorry, I'm working for you, dude."
She said that you need a job, so I thought maybe you could come by and check it out, see if it fits with you.
Oh,
Hands will work hard.
okay, man. Like, what's the job?
Start you off with bar back and see where we go from there.
Wait, hold on. I'm working at a bar?
If you don't mind it. How
Oh,
old does he
fuck
look?
yeah! No, that's awesome.
How old does he look?
Isn't he like 18?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
and nobody's flinching at the fact that there's a 19-year-old that owns a nightclub.
honestly, we don't. No. I
I
was gonna say around here, like if people are just like, yeah, whatever, have a drink. It's the world of
and,
darkness for one thing.
but then about one in every 9 scenes that are set at a bar, we will have somebody called Officer Swanson come in, and he checks the IDs.
Is he in a wheelchair too?
No.
No,
I'm
no.
thinking the right Officer Swanson, right? From
Yeah,
Family
yeah,
Yeah.
Guy.
yeah, Family Guy. Um, that's where
Would
James
this be
got it
kind of a
from.
way to visualize, though?
No, his thing is that he comes in, and usually because it's some kind of like loud noise complaint or something like that, he comes in and then he asks to see IDs, and like people wind up in jail because they're done with their sheets. But anyways, okay, so David is delighted to learn that he will be working at your bar.
All right, stop by tomorrow night. It'll be kind of slow, so we'll be able to get you up to speed on things.
Um, and yeah, he said, "Oh, this is amazing. This is, oh my God." And he turns to the Adheen and stuff. He goes, "You hear that? I'm working at a bar."
You have your mother
And
down for that, by the way.
oh, that's awesome. That's, oh my God, she cool. And he just looks delighted. And the Adheen woman is kind of like, okay, my bike though.
That's what you get. That is what you get for dating a stoner.
Dude!
I'm working at a bar now. Things are looking up.
Question.
Yes.
Repairing things falls under crafts, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll have a peek over at the bike and see what's wrong with it. I have crafts. What is it? Intelligence plus crafts?
Yeah.
Don't know what the difficulty on spotting what might be wrong with it would be.
Well, let's just say 6. So you got 2 successes. So yeah, it looks like it's been thrown or crushed or stomped on or something. That's it. Somebody got
Fixable
really
or
upset at this bike.
repairable or no?
I mean, if like you replace the wheels because the spokes are all fucked up.
No, I'd point out what's wrong with it.
Okay, and David's like, oh yeah, shit, I need some money. Oh, but I've got a job now.
Did one of those dragons walk over it, or?
Yeah, and he turns to her and he goes, yeah, dude, like, what did you do to this? She just looks at him like, you're not gonna fix my bike, are you? I've been standing here, you've not been fixing my bike.
Meanwhile, Eve's watching this, getting the feeling like, okay, this girl's. I don't care that she's a teen. It's just that she's not actually. Doesn't really like him. She's just there because he does stuff for her. That's honestly the impression she's getting.
I get more the impression if I walked over and knocked on her head, I'd get a hollow sound. I do have one question. When she speaks, does she constantly add in the word like?
I'm sorry, who?
Does she constantly add in the word like?
You have not heard her speak at all. She hasn't said a damn thing. Valerius heard her speak once.
She just seems like the kind of person that add in every third.
Actually, I would like to remind the player of Eve, though, and also Valerius, of course, that you guys speak Adheen.
We do.
But, anyways, so yeah, she's gonna be standing there, and David is pretty happy. Things are looking up for David.
Yeah, you know, why not take advantage of it? Just kind of look at her and you speak in Adheen and just be like, hi, I'm Eve. I've seen you before, but I didn't know your language to ask your name.
Oh yes, I met your mate earlier.
Yeah, I guess you did. So, hi.
Oh, okay. So what is going on with this bike here? Because we were supposed to go and get food and then have sex later.
Well, he's trying to, apparently him, and she points to Tanner. He figured out what's wrong, but it's going to take some money to fix it, so I'm not sure.
Dolores hands him like $100 here for buying another bank.
Okay, and then she goes, the gold coin! Fantastic. We can have some food, we can have some sex, and we can... Oh, no, wait, we need to go places first.
Usually that's the way that works.
Well, if his car is still working after what was it, Rock
Yeah.
Giants?
Or the rock giants, yeah.
Yeah, after the Rock Giants went to it, then maybe we can drop you guys off to get what you need.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. I am incredibly hungry.
Cool.
And she'll turn to Tanner and be like, "Do you mind dropping them off somewhere to get the supplies they need to fix this?"
Sure.
Thank
Half an
you.
hour from now?
And then she said, then after this, I will take a nap.
You should really learn the language, David, if you're going to continue doing what you're doing.
I find it very frustrating.
I know you do. He just says back.
She looks at him like, Anyways, though,
You two do seem to have some things in common, though, from what I'm seeing.
oh, yes, he feeds me a lot and is fantastic in bed.
Very
Well,
good. Sounds like a good relationship.
And he is very warm.
That's also a very important thing.
But you said we will get some food?
Yes.
Food. And then she turns to David and says in English in a whisper, food. And he gets up and he's like, oh yeah, man, okay, but we're gonna do the bike thing later. I gotta show you this club later too. It's gonna be awesome.
He
She's
hands
like,
He looks over at Eve. Is food the only word she knows in English?
I have no idea.
Well, David the $100 and says, buy her a new bike and make sure you actually learn the damn language.
oh, you're telling David to learn the language?
Yes.
And he's like, I'm trying, man. It's like really hard though.
You're like hella lazy. Like he just looks at him.
I'm not. I got a lot of projects.
Doing
Okay.
what?
Like, I clean the house, and
I sympathize. What else do you do?
I pick a lot of people up from the airport.
That's tragic. What else do you do?
I
Video
babysit
games.
all the fucking.
Video games.
Oh, yeah, but they're like expensive.
That requires money, dear, as he turns to Eve.
Oh, but I've seen him playing them before.
And then he looks at you like, dude, man, bro,
No, I'm just saying.
we're Selkies here. Help me against this like she that is totally riding my ass.
Tanner is kind of inching towards finding out whether his van is still intact. He's just like he walks away for a minute.
Okay, cursory glance over the vehicle. It seems untouched.
Cursory. All right, I go and look a little deeper.
Okay. Let me think. What would this fall under? If you did an intelligence kenning roll.
Kidding. Shit.
Yeah. Dun dun dun.
Oh, I don't know. You know that.
Oh no, actually. Oh God, I'm so sorry. It's perception kenning, isn't it? Perception kenning.
Perception. Oh.
I'm just gonna say, anytime Kenning and it's about your car, I question this.
Sorry, dude.
The car
Did they hex your car? They did. They hexed your car.
Well, it looks like
Okay.
2 successes, possibly.
Yeah, you got
I
2
have good
successes.
candy.
Okay, there is like shit living in your car, but you can't see it.
There's what?
There's like new shit living in your car, but you can't see it.
There's like new shit living in my car.
Yeah, like stuff. Like chimera that you can't see that are living in your car.
Oh, that's
You know they're
amazing.
there. Yeah, it's like when you're in like a really old school building and you can hear the rats in the ceiling. You're gonna
Oh,
get that sensation. Like, oh fuck.
okay.
I got hitchhikers.
All right, I will definitely be bringing that up to Eve.
Let's just worry about if the car starts for now. We'll go from there.
Yeah, I'm going to try to start the car.
Okay. Okay. You start the car, it roars to life, and you have a full tank of gas.
Okay, well, at least they learned to fill up the tank.
Yeah, they're gas gremlins. Totally.
Honk the horn.
Yeah. Okay, so the Adhene, David, and I guess even Valerius join you, or?
Yeah, we'll all squish in, I guess.
Okay, cool.
Unless
Just,
Val
uh, just,
disagrees on
uh,
this point.
Just a note that these vans actually have a surprisingly large amount of internal.
Oh, it's a van. That's right. I forgot it was a van. Okay, then never mind. It's not squeezing in. There's room.
Okay.
They call them microbuses, but the little more emphasis on the bus part. It's like it can seat like up to like 9 or
I
something
think
like
that's
that.
going to come in handy. Okay, so the Adhene is going to look distinctly uncomfortable. David is going to look distinctly happy and comfortable. And you guys fit in. For this, Tanner will be the only one that will be able to hear the little chimera spirits that he can't see just scurrying around the place. As you drive, your full tank of gas is not going to go down.
Cool. Definitely not. Actually, he might not actually talk to her about that now. It's like keeping me at full gas.
It depends if you discover another curse on the car because of this benefit. Hey, there's always a balance. One twin is cursed, one is blessed.
Yeah, well, but until he figures out what the hell's wrong with it, he's happy.
Welcome to living in a fairy tale.
Can't I wake up? Alright, he drive him.
I was going to say, I'm going to end the scene unless anybody has anything to say.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Just
Okay.
take them where they wanted to go, and
All right, guys. Well, this is the Selkie Court with 2 Selkies. Oh my god! I've been waiting for this day for like a year. And anybody that watched.
That's what you get when you come online in a timely manner. You get a wish granted to you.
I seriously am so happy, but I need to end this. So, anyways, anybody that watched this, thank you. This has been Living World of Darkness, Changeling Venue, and good night.